Tom Keifer. How you doing?
All right, how you doing?
Fred Coury, how you doing?
Good, thanks.
Welcome back, Cinderella, to Good Rockin'. Was it intentional years ago while you were recording night songs to go bluesier years down the line?
No, not really. I mean, you go in and you try to make the best album that you can make, and you learn things, you know, you make mistakes, and you learn from that. And with each album, you know, you take that knowledge that you learned from the previous album, and you go in and you try and make the best album you can make, you know, and hopefully you're going to keep getting better and keep growing.
Heartbreak Station sounds a lot leaner, a more basic rock and roll album.
Well, from a production standpoint, that was intentional. You know, we wanted a more raw sound, you know, that wasn't, you know, huge reverb and over-processed kind of sound. We wanted a real in-your-face rock and roll album.
You succeeded.
Yeah, I think so.
Why did you use so many different recording studios this time around?
Well, we decided we wanted to capture different sounds, and we were using so many instruments. And, you know, there's a lot of bands that use the same sound for everything, same guitar sound on a ballad that they do on a rock song, and same drums and same everything. And we didn't want that. You know, if we were using so many different instruments, we wanted to go and get real different sounds, whether it be drums or a vocal sound or anything. So we decided to just take it all over the country, and we wanted to kind of get that bluesy, swampy, just vibe going between the band and the whole vibe. So we went down to Louisiana near New Orleans, and I mean, it was just, you know, you felt something there. I mean, the whole thing. On the days off, we would go to, we'd go down to Bourbon Street, and it was just the whole vibe. And then the next day, when you go into the studio, you take something back with you. You know what I mean? It's just a feeling. We went to New York City. It's the city life, you know, and the whole. There's a different feel everywhere you go, and it was a lot of fun. It just didn't get stale at all. It was like being on the road. It was being on tour and recording an album. It was the most fun I've ever had.
All the music we did kind of suited where we were, you know. Like in New Orleans, there's a lot of great musicians down there that we incorporated. You know, we like on Shelter Me, we did that down in New Orleans. We used some gospel singers on the, you know, for the backgrounds, and we brought in a honky-tonk kind of Bourbon Street sounding piano player to complement what we were doing on that. And it just, you know, it really shows as you go through each song on the album that it's all different, you know.
Yeah.
We did stuff like Dead Man's Road and One for Rock and Roll up in the mountains in upstate New York, you know, and we were just like away from everything, and they're kind of like very different tracks, you know, from anything on the album.
Fred, you said this album is like touring together, and then a big smile across your face. You guys like to tour?
There's nothing like it in the world. There's no way to describe it, and I don't think there's anything better.